Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about HDRIs and how we can use them to light up our scene, our models, and also how we could rotate them to manipulate them to get the lighting to hit how exactly we want it. So HDRI is basically a 360 image that we can use to light up our model, or we can use it for background purposes as well, but most of the time we'll use it as a light setup. It's a quick light setup. If you want if you've got your model and you just want to slap a quick light setup, use HDRI, put it in cycles, render out, job done, then I'll show you how to do it now. First of all, we can go into our render mode and you can see there's no lighting whatsoever. We're in cycles at the minute. It is not lit up by anything. It is just being lit up by this grey strength background of 1. What we want to do is add a HDRI to light up this lovely so we can render out. So what we can do is go to download a HDRI online. This website's great, polyhaven.com, and you can choose from a variety of different HDRI backgrounds. Kind of find one that you think would fit your scene or your lighting. They do have studio setups. They also have a variety of outside setups. I think we kind of need a snow setup for ours, so we could search for snow, and then it'll come through a variety here. I'm just going to choose this Snowy Park one. Just download it. Go back into Blender. We want to go to our shading tab. We want to change this drop down menu to world, and we want to add in an environment texture node. We are then going to open where we downloaded our file. Here it is, Snowy Park, and put the color into the color. You see it won't change this, but if you go into render mode, we will now be able to see our lovely snow HDRI image, and the lighting is hitting our model beautifully. But how do we rotate this if we want to change the image? You got to remember, this is a full 360 image. It has different lights coming from different angles and other background images that change the lighting. So, still in our shading tab, on our HDRI, we want to click Control-T to add a texture coordinate and a mapping node, providing you've got Node Wrangler add-on enabled. I think most people do by now. And all you have to do is under rotation, just change the Z amount. This will rotate the entire HDRI in the background and change how the light hits your model. You can obviously change the X and Y, but that will completely flip your background a lot more, but it might give you a different lighting setup how you like it. It all depends what you want from your model. So this is what we've got at the minute. We've completely turned it on its side, but if we had a plane, you can kind of see how the shadow is going to be manipulated by, if we change it back to 0, we could change, here it is, and it'll change our lighting and how our shadow falls. We can use this in cycles then to do a shadow capture, similar to my previous video, so we can just capture the shadow so it will all be transparent. However, if you want your HDRI image to disappear but you want to keep the lighting, if you're in Cycles Engine, click this Render Properties tab, and then click Film and click Transparent. That'll remove the background. And obviously if we want to capture the shadow on this, for example, we go into this Object Properties tab and mask it to be a shadow capture. And we could render this out and it'll capture the shadow nicely then. But I'll show you quickly how different it would be if we use a completely different HDRI, a studio one. This is, you can even see how the shadow hits it differently. We'll have to make the floor bigger. It's a different lighting setup. Again, we can rotate it around and you can see the shadow in the background moving. I know Cycles is a bit slow sometimes, depends on your computer. But you can change how the light is hitting your model. It's just a quick way to use a HDRI light setup for your renders if you just want to do some portfolio work without adding a ton of different lights. There's so many options on that website. Try them out, play around with it, see what kind of results you get. These HDRIs can also work in Eevee as well. They give a little bit of a different result, but still can be rendered out nicely. Again, similar to in Cycles, if you click into Render Properties, you can click under Film, Transparent, and it'll remove the HDRI image background but keep the lighting on our model. As I said, it'll give a different result compared to Cycles. The lighting with the way the lighting works is different. However, you can get some really nice results from different HDRIs. Just play around with them, and honestly, it's insane how much difference just a simple light setup like this. makes to your model. If that was useful to you guys, please thumbs up the video and click that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I will keep making more video tutorials. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you in the next video.